never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
I still remember when he was drafted, there was a little bit of controversy about how high he was selected by the New York Giants. But his talents were revealed. He can make every throw in the book. Surprisingly good athlete. As long as he takes care of the football, doesn't turn it over, he can really make plays.
Ernest Jones, the linebacker, with a sack.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on here, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Play the game on their terms.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Now Jones. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. 40 gun. Throwing is Stafford. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
We're scoreless after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they come up now 2nd and goal. Williams again. But he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Rams post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. But down here, I thought they were going to hand that off. Instead, a well-designed play and the pitch and catch for the touchdown.
And I wonder who came up with it. Was it a call from the bench? Did the quarterback have a good idea and suggest it? In any event, clearly an effective play call. They saw something they liked in coverage,
and they target it for the short yardage throw.
And the perfect way to cap their opening drive. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
2nd down and 4. Throwing Jones. Left side, he's got Robinson. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
I think this one won a ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
A try here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Olszewski now from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. New York's offense back out there and set to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. He'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Stafford. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Here comes the Rams punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Off the play fake, Jones. And incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Gano's kick is good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but a starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Again, it's Williams. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
36-yard line. A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Los Angeles.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Big 20.
Back to throw, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They snap it to Stafford. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So now Jones and the Giants down by 11. A minute 52 to play. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Cockroach, cockroach, cockroach.
Now Jones. Complete to his target, Jalen Hyatt. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
A 51-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Now it's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. This is 1st and 10. To throw is Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's 2nd down. Jones. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a Giants first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Here's Jones. He's got his man. It's Hyatt. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now 2nd and 4. Jones. Incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles. And that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance is just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.